So, how's it going with you
All
today?
right, cool. Man, I'm awesome. I'm out here in Asheville, North Carolina, just kind of relaxing a little bit for a few days, and I'll be back rolling Sunday, well, Monday.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I was on your live a couple days ago under my YouTube by the name
Okay,
of One Man Army, and I had a couple
okay,
questions
that was
under
you.
there.
Okay,
Yeah, that was me. I was asking you
okay.
about is the 2003 Freightliner too old of a vehicle to get out there on the road, and you said no. So today, tell me why.
Nah, it's not. It's
To
not.
so it was crazy because I watched some of your videos. That's what got me learning about the box truck business and everything. And I remember you were saying you got your first box truck from Florida. So I ended up finding
Uh huh.
a truck out there in Florida, and come to find out today, man, I had paid for the deposit for the inspection. The seller ended up selling that joint to somebody else without even letting me know. And I live way in Georgia. I stay in Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, man, I was just trying to get it inspected before I just go out there and just go,
Wow.
buy it. So
Right. Okay.
yeah, so basically
Hmm.
to let
That's
you know,
crazy.
yeah, to let you know where I'm at with it, man. Basically, I'm 27 years old. I got a 7-year-old daughter, and I've been with my child's mother since we was 15 years old. We both 27 now, and we currently moved out here to
Okay.
Georgia like last year from Illinois. And I came out here to make better
Hmm.
choices with my life and stuff. So currently, right now,
For sure.
I'm employed with Amazon in Alpharetta, Georgia, as a DSP driver. But
Okay.
um, I got a couple brothers out here, and he was telling me about, maybe you should, do the cargo vans and stuff. And this was before I heard about the box truck. So he sent me a couple of videos. And the first video I seen, it wasn't your video, but he was going over how, you could get a cargo van, a sprinter, a box truck, or an 18 wheeler. So when he was speaking about
Hmm.
all those, he was really saying like the box truck is where it's at because you don't need a CDL and all that. So he was like, that make way more
Right.
money than the cargo.
Right.
So I called my brother again. I'm like,
Right.
I called my brother. I'm like, man, I feel like we should do the box truck. So when I start researching it, I ended up finding you, like out of everybody else, and like trucking out the box and
Okay.
everything like that. So this was at the end of February, and I ended up applying for my authority in the beginning of March. So
Okay.
I just wanted to jump straight in, and at the time of me applying for my authority, to be honest, I didn't know how I was going to get the money to get the box truck. Uh, I thought I was going to have to rent. My credit score was at a 600. So what I ended up doing was I paid all my,
Okay.
I paid all my credit cards down. I ended up getting a few trade lines, and my credit score shot up in the 700s. Like with all three credit bureaus, I'm between like
Mm.
720 and 760. So, based on my
Okay.
income though, I was able to only get approved of $30,000, and like I had like
Okay.
$10,000 of my own save money. But I wasn't gonna use all that
Right.
of, you know what I mean, because that's all I got towards my name.
For sure.
But the 30,000, I was trying to make
Right.
something happen
Right.
with it. So
Right.
going back to now with that 2003 Freightliner I was telling you about, I found that on a website called Offer Up, and it was for around $25,000
Okay.
dollars. It was like $25,000.
Okay.
So he did that fluky nonsense. Now I'm just trying to find something else.
Right.
But
Right. For sure.
now I just had a couple of questions for you as far as like, where I'm at now. Like what do you think as far as now I got the money held. Of course, I owe these people because, like you said, it's OPM. I'm using other people's money, so they gonna want their
Right.
money. They first
Right.
payments by next month. So I'm just trying to hurry up. Trying to
Okay.
find a box truck.
I find something.
My 21 days
Right.
are already up. You know, all I just need is that commercial insurance. And the other day I seen your video with
Right.
Marquee Insurance Group. Come to find out, I didn't even know that they was
Okay.
located in Roswell, and that's not too far from me. So I ended up giving them a
Okay.
call. Now I don't know if you know any like specific people there, but I was Aaliyah, I'm on the phone. I'm I was talking to this guy, a representative there by the name of Devin, and he gave me a quote with that VIN number from that 2003 Freightliner. The down payment was gonna, cause based on my record, I got a clean driver record. Never got any tickets in my name or nothing.
Right.
And so based on that,
Okay.
my down payment was gonna be I wrote it down. It was gonna be 1,283, and
That's good.
the monthly payments was gonna be 1,262. So I was just asking you based on that, and
Okay.
plus, so the loan that I was telling you about too, the 30,000, the payment on that will be $844 a month.
Okay. That's good. What was the rate on that? It should have been a good interest rate.
It was like 14%.
Okay.
I seen
Okay.
your videos when you were saying like you don't want to do anything over like 19, and after that you say you might as well get buried in that truck.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets crazy around that interest rate right there. But uh, how often do you look at the Facebook Marketplace?
I was on there today actually, just to see if I could find something after what he just pulled. So I always check Facebook
Mm-hmm.
Marketplace, OfferUp. Uh, it was another site. I think it was called Gov Planet or something like that. Something by that nature.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, so when I was searching, I basically was looking at all the dealers that sell trucks, Freightliner, Penske, International. I ended up buying an International truck from International. My second truck I did,
Mm-hmm.
but my first truck, I found that on Facebook Marketplace out there in Orlando. But it's so many people like coming into business right now or have started the business, but even people that have purchased trucks, some people are buying trucks and they're dependent on drivers to drive their truck and not finding a really good driver. So they end up trying to sell their truck because they're not going to be the ones in the truck driving the truck. And so you might be able to catch a truck that way too. You know, people just not do the business right now. And I used to be on that thing every single day, seeing if any new trucks popped up. So another thing you can do, what did you set your radius to on the Facebook Marketplace? Like how far of a search are you looking? Because I
I
have
think
mine
I
set to
put.
like 500.
Oh, I think I did put the maximum. I put the maximum.
Okay, okay. Because even if you find a good deal, even if you have to fly out and go get it,
And that's exactly
go
what I
get
was
it.
gonna
You know
do.
what I'm
That was
saying?
my
Like
whole
I didn't.
plan. Like I was planning on getting the inspection done. Now, good thing is though, after he just pulled that, it was a Hino, a 2005 Hino out there that was close by where they was supposed to do the inspection at for the '03 Freightliner. So I just told them, I'm like,
Okay,
look, just hold on to that deposit, and set up something with them, and we'll just talk on Monday about it. So that's where I'm at right now,
right.
and
Okay,
I ain't
okay.
gonna fully believe that's gonna happen, but I'm just trying to make sure I got something lined up, like because I'm
Right,
trying.
right. For sure.
I did the
Absolutely.
hardest part. I ain't gonna lie, because like finding the money and trying to get finance and stuff, they did a couple hard pulls, and I had got a lot of soft pulls done, and then I had to dispute a
Hmm.
couple of things on my credit. Like it was a process trying to get this money. So like I feel like that was the hardest part.
Right, right. But that's that is the hardest part. If you have that ready and available, your only thing now is getting your hands on the truck. And I mean, here's another. Like I don't push rental trucks, but
Yeah.
if that had to be like your last option, it could rental to get started and get in there and just start making money until you do find a truck that you can purchase right now. That's just another option because you still have that money, but you'll have a truck to start making money until you run into somebody that's selling a truck. So you kind of got some options right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like as opposed to most people, they don't have the options. A lot of people don't even have the money or haven't even got financing to purchase it to go out and purchase a truck.
Yeah.
So you got an advantage right now. So
yeah, and then as far as the basics,
and
of
if you
course,
can,
I already did the LLC. Of course, you got to do that for the authority anyway. I got the EIN. I got my business banking checking account set up with Blue Vine. All that's ready, man. And like I said, I ain't want to do the rental because I was doing the calculations. I called a couple of them. They talking about 600-700 a week, and like this, like I said, like
too much.
That's too much. That's too damn much.
That's too much.
So
yes, that's too
I
much.
was just looking at it like, take that, that loan that I got, the payment for that is my truck payment if I buy out. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to do that and add up with that the payment that he gave me on the quote, and that's like 2,000, 2,100,
Okay. Right, for sure. I'm trying to think of the other spots right now that have the trucks. Did you check Kenworth? Did you check like their website?
I never heard of them. What's this called? How you spell that?
Yeah, Kentworth.
Oh, Kentworth.
Kent.
Okay, Worth.
Yeah, Kentworth. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Kentworth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And check them out. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So basically, really, my question wasn't really just about finding a box truck, because to be honest, I thought that everything was gonna go well today, and I wanted to just after the inspection report, I was gonna ask you, what do you think? Should I, that was what I was trying to come on here for. But I do also have another couple of questions, though. I do have though, and it's about
go ahead, yeah. You
loading,
good. Go ahead.
like loading out, like at the post office, right? Do you use your lift gate to load out at the post office?
Nah. So at the post office, unless they don't have their own lift there, typically you're backing into their lift or to their dock that they have. So unless it's some foreign little country town or something like that where they don't have a lift, and you got to use your lift gate. 9 times out of 10, you won't have to use that lift gate at a post office. You're just backing in and you're putting their lift onto the back of your truck.
Is it hard to operate their lift gate?
Don't have to worry about that. Say it again.
Is it hard to operate the post office lift gate? Like, because I know nobody really instructs you on what to do, but like, I was just
right. They don't.
And then there was a lot of sorry.
So when you get to the post,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
I was gonna say, and then I know we got a little lag here. So, when they typically have 2 type of lifts. One, you'll pull a chain. You'll see a chain in it, but it'll be a little loop, and you'll pull the chain up, and then that'll make their lift come up, and then you basically gotta walk on it so that it'll drop down onto the back of your box truck. Or they have their other lift where you actually push a button, and that lifts it up to your box truck, and then you just pull their little flap. You let their little flap down, and then it drops. That's pretty much it. It's real simple. Very simple.
Okay, because then there was another couple videos I seen too, like where I seen drivers will run into problems where they go to the post office and they'll be closed. But it was a driver I seen, I forgot his name. He's a YouTuber, and he said that sometimes some post offices have like a box or a container or something you could put the pallets in, or a certain location. Is it like that with most of the post offices? Or do you even run into that problem a
No,
lot? Like
no,
you run into the post office being
I
closed a
don't.
lot?
So when I first started, I ran into that a few times with Amazon because at the time, they were running postal routes, but they were still kind of learning the times that the post offices were open. So now at this point, they pretty much have that all done. So when it's scheduled for a certain time, the post office is usually opening up around that time. And if they're not, you just make a phone call within the app and Amazon to call the post office postmaster up and find out what time a person is going to get there to open up the post office. But now I haven't really ran into that issue. And sometimes some of the post offices you'll go to, they're open and you're just able to leave the freight on their dock.
Mm-hmm.
They'll kind of instruct you on that if you ever have to do that.
Okay. Okay. And another
Mm-hmm.
question I had too was about like weighing your truck. How often does a truck supposed to be weighed, and like what's the reasons behind that?
So if you're doing over the road,
Mm-hmm.
like typically with Amazon freight, you don't have to weigh that stuff because it's not going to be that heavy with Amazon stuff.
Yeah.
If you go over the road, you want to weigh that freight because let's say your max weight on your truck is 9,500 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
and you go get something that's 9,000 pounds. The broker's telling you it's 9,000 pounds. So if you go over that weight and you go through a weigh station and your truck is overweight, two things can happen. You're gonna get fined, and they can put your truck out of service because you're overweight. With the you're overweight, and you can get a nice fine for being overweight. So the reason you want to stop at like a Pilot or a Love's and weigh that truck is because you just want to be sure that if you're about to go over the road with that freight, you want to make sure that your truck is under your maximum weight.
And that's every time you weigh every time you go over the road on every load. Okay.
Every time, every load. So now, unless you got one pallet, so if you got one pallet on the truck, it's really not that heavy. Then you don't gotta go weigh it for that. But I'm saying like if you got 12 pallets on your truck, and if the weight that they give you on the paperwork is even nearly close to your maximum weight, go weigh that truck.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go weigh it just to be safe.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Got you. Yeah. Okay, and then so basically, I've been listening to you out. A lot of people, like I listened to Trucking Out the Box. I was actually debating on who should I do a consultation with, but Trucking Out the Box, they really deal with more rentals. So and like so dealing with you, like I listen a lot of you, like as far as the factoring company, as far as the ELD, the people you go through, like those the same people that I'm. Like, they've been calling me actually because you know how it is when you get your little authority, they be blowing up your phone. And, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with Truck Stop, Keep Trucking, and OTR Capital for all those, with everything I need to do. Because I really trust in your word with that. Basically, too, I wanted to know.
I still use all of them.
I know you get on the like on live sometimes and check loads and stuff for people like when Amazon relay in like their areas. I know you already search of Georgia a lot. How are the loads for Amazon relay coming in out of where I'm located at?
So for Amazon, there's pretty much freight. Always, it's always Amazon freight. It's just the prices get a little funny as far as running Amazon loads unless it's a last minute load or something that they really need to be moved and the prices goes up on that number. But when you want to go over the road, coming out of that Atlanta area, there's always freight. Always freight coming out of that area. Always. If it's not in Atlanta, it's maybe 45 minutes, an hour away.
Or like going to like from Georgia to Tennessee or something like that.
Yeah. There's always going to be freight moving in that Georgia area. Always.
Is it like so? Like when Amazon relay, is it like when you look up the lows on Amazon Relay? Do they really pay what, like $2 a mile for like the Georgia area or something like that, or even less than that?
It just
It
it
all
all
depends.
depends. Sometimes you can, a lot of times you can catch them over $2. I see a lot of $1.70s and all that stuff coming out of there, and they do that because a lot of carriers coming out of Atlanta is picking up. They're picking up those loads, and as long as they keep picking up loads at that number, they're gonna keep putting those same type of loads on the load board.
Right.
I be trying to tell them guys, stop booking that cheap freight, man. Because keep putting it up there, they taking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think too? So since I told you, I work for Amazon as a DSP driver. Um,
Mm-hmm.
how would I go about that once I go like into doing the owner operator thing, but still I'm working with them, but I'm my own boss. Like, how do I fire them? But I'm still going. You see what I'm saying? Like, do I put in my 2 weeks and like what do you think?
If you, I mean, so I think you're kind of in a position to where once you do find a truck, and if you do go buy that one, if you do buy that truck, I think you'll be in a position to where you can pretty much go. You know, what I'm saying, you'll be able to go full time in the business,
Yeah.
just by having a little cushion set to the side. So when you start booking this, oh, I mean, how does your lady feel about you going over the road, like starting off?
Really, and that was something else I was thinking about asking you, like, because I know you got a family and wife and stuff like that, and I got a daughter, and we really moved out here without a lot of family, so we rotate our schedule. Like when she's in school, my
Mm-hmm.
I'll be at work, and my girl will be home, and when I get off work at night, she'll work the nights, and I drop my daughter off in the morning. So that's how we able to. So I know with this, it's gonna have to be a couple of adjustments, with her schedule and just everything else. But
Mm-hmm.
my plan was basically I wanted to do
Right.
like mostly Amazon Relay, but a decent amount of over the road as
Mm-hmm.
well throughout the month. Like, but just
Okay.
ahead of time, just letting her know, like, okay, I'm looking at her schedule. Okay, if she off 2-3 days in a row, I use those 2-3 days over the road. You see what I'm saying? And come
Right.
back home.
Right. For sure. Okay. Yeah. I mean, so if you kind of rotate it, I think you should definitely be able to make that work. Um, Plus you got apps like Mothership that'll keep you local.
Mm-hmm.
Doing those Mothership routes. What else is out there? Of course, Amazon, Mothership, and even with Amazon, you can. They put this when they put the schedule out. You can book your truck out for a week, so you already know what times your routes are going to be with Amazon. As long as the numbers make sense, then you can run some of that Amazon stuff. But when them numbers look crazy, I, I I'll look elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll wait till a better load comes up. Or you can post truck's availability, which is going to give you a better rate per mile if you say your truck is available from this, between certain times. And if Amazon books your truck, you're going to get paid more money than what they have sitting on that load board.
Okay. Okay. So you did say though that the quote that I got from Marquis is a good quote. Like
Oh
1,200 a
yeah,
month is
that's a
good.
good number.
That's a good number.
Yeah, that's a good number. Yeah. I numbers than that, I promise you.
Okay.
I don't heard way higher numbers than that. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then I think one of the last questions is about like taxes. So, like what do you use to keep track of, your spending, and like how do you, handle your expenses like with, the IRS and all that? What should I use to help me with that?
Um, I use a lot to taxes. So
It lagged out. I
what's the
couldn't hear
tax
you. What you
thing
had
you?
said?
No, I was saying we do our own taxes, so we use e-file as far as filing our taxes. But um, typically, like when you run any loads, over the road loads inside Amazon Relay, you're gonna have all the loads you ran for them. You're gonna be able to see your your full gross with, and you run all your rate confirmation sheets. So you'll be able to keep track of all that stuff. A lot of that stuff will be in your email. It'll be in your email. Even with your gas, your fuel, your ELD is going to be able to track every time you fuel that truck. So all that information, you'll have all that. We're in the digital age now. So you'll have all that information at your hand. So it won't be hard to file your taxes.
Right. And like as far as even buying the smallest things, should I use that with like my business account? Like even like a new headset. You see what I'm saying? Anything like that. That should be all business. Okay.
Yeah. All business expenses. Yeah. Buy that out of your business account. You know what I'm saying? So that you can have you'll be able to see all that on your bank statement, all purchases that were made throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to keep track of all that stuff right from your bank accounts. Anytime you swipe that card, most of that's going to be business expenses. Even if you get in hotels, all that. So you'll be able to get the receipts. Everything's through email. You'll be able to check on it.
Even the new pallet jack, business expense.
Yeah, all of that. Yes, sir. All of that. Yeah.
Bet. So you said as far as like the results, like when it load up and you check people areas and it'd be like 61 results, 100 results. Like for Georgia, how like what's the estimate like when you check? Do it be like what number like it'd be between as far as results?
I mean, so you talking about Amazon, right?
Yeah, the relay, yeah.
So Amazon is typically about when they first drop, it's typically about 200 to 300 loads that'll pop up there.
That's decent. I was just making sure just to see, you know, if my plan that I had presented to you would work. You know what I mean? Because you know, I just want to do like some relay, some over the road. You know, I was gonna get the DAT load board. You know what I mean? And do that.
Yeah, that's a good one to get.
You think I should get the highest, like the premium account with them, or start off with
the pro plan?
The pro plan. That's the middle one, right?
Pro plan. Yeah, that's the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That one is like I think I'm paying $125, $130, maybe something like that for that plan. And that one's gonna give you 15-day average. And when you're brand new, that's gonna help you determine what the lane is paying. You're gonna be able to see what the last 15-day. Oh my God, what is this? Can't answer that right now. You're gonna. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My phone. Somebody's calling my phone. So you're gonna be able to see the last 15-day average of whatever that load was paying. Like let's say you see a load going from Atlanta to Tennessee. So when you look at that load, the broker might be offering, I'm gonna just say $600 to run that load. But the last 15-day average might say that lane was paying $850 or $900. So what you're gonna need is to be able to talk to that broker and see if you can negotiate something closer to that last 15-day average.
Right.
But here's the flip side to that. The brokers are typically going to tell you that that's for 53 footers. The last 15-day average, that's for 53 footers. And I'm always like, well, we need to get as close as we can to this number because I'm not running it for $600.
Right, we got to meet up in the middle somewhere.
Yeah. Let's get as close as we can to that number because, if you let the brokers get you, they're gonna
keep trying to get you, right?
Absolutely, every single time. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I know the time over with, and you know, I wish I should have paid for a whole hour. But man, I appreciate you even checking in with me, man. Like I say, I support you. I stay tuning in. Me and my brother, man, we stay watching your shit, man.
Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man. It's all love,
I appreciate it. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Just let me know what happened, man. Keep me posted, man. When you do get the truck, you know what I'm saying. If you find it, or if I run across, because I run across people selling these trucks all the time. So I know I typically will post the truck up on the channel if somebody is selling the truck. I'll let you know. I'll keep you
Yeah, like
posted
my
if I do
budget
run
right
into one.
now is 25 to 30,000. I'm looking for something like
Okay.
around that range right now, and I'll be good,
Okay.
and I'll be ready to go.
Okay.
I'm ready to go, like
I
right
already
now,
know.
like.
I already
So,
know. All
yeah.
right, well, I'll keep you posted though, bro.
All right, appreciate it, man. Love.